Hey everybody, it's Antoinette. I'm here on behalf of moCa Cleveland, introducing you to the Vera Twins. They are our featured guest for the upcoming moCa Connect on March 16th. So we're going to get into all things Vera Twins and get to know them a little bit more. And we're going to also give you some sneak peek information. They kind of sort of dropped it already on Instagram, but you guys probably don't know what we're talking about. Until then, we're going to go ahead and see what's up with the Vera Twins and have them introduce themselves, and we'll get right into this interview. Vera Twins, how are you?
Hey, what's up? We're doing good. We're doing good.
Awesome, awesome. So, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to introduce yourselves to moCa's audience and find out a little bit more about you. So, if you want to introduce yourselves individually so that everyone knows which one will be talking when you talk.
Okay, okay. Well, my name is Kelvin, and I'm Kelby.
Kelvin and Kelby. So, you guys may notice, I'm talking to our audience, that there's going to be one twin that's going to do more talking than the other. He's the spokesman.
Oh my God.
We found that there's one spokesperson of a twin, but you'll see their Wonder Twin powers activating when they're thinking about what they want to say next. I think that's the coolest thing that I've seen so far since I've had the opportunity to speak with both of you via Zoom, with our Zoom meeting. So let's just start at the beginning with both of you and your introduction to art. So let our audience know without giving too much away, because I know you're going to be talking about this during your artist talk on March 16th at Connect. Tell us the first time that you both or individually had a connection to art.
Well, I could say that I loved art my entire life, but I guess like my love or my passion for art started like as early as like grammar school. So I had the same teacher all the way from grammar school till the end of high school. And
Wow.
it's just like all that entire period, like I was just like very invested into art. Like I was always excited for art. I was waiting, I used to wait to go to art, and my brother, he was into art, but I was taking it more serious. I wasn't doing it as much, I would say. I wasn't really focused on art in high
Mhm.
school.
Mhm.
Yeah, but basically we've been into art our entire life.
So when did your brother become interested in art? Like, what was the pivotal moment where you're like, I feel connected now. Let me do this too.
So I think So we both had this one job, our only job. We used to work
Mhm.
at IHOP, and my my brother called me one day, like, yo, they just fired me and they told you not to come back too. So I
What?
guess like yeah, I guess like right at that moment was like I would be serving at IHOP and like showing people my artwork, like look, I do this. I always wanted to do, I just didn't know where to start.
Mhm.
So, I think that was the moment. Like after we got fired, I
Mhm.
felt like that's when he said, "All right, let's give this like a real shot."
Right. So that's like the movie Friday. You got fired on your off day, and it's all because of your brother.
Yeah, 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 something like that. So it was my day off too. It was crazy. I got fired on my day off.
Yes. Like, how you get fired on your off day? So
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
that is crazy. So again, I don't want to give too much of your story away because we want to save as much of your story as we can for moCa Connect. So so you had that connection there. Like you first fell in love with art, your brother kind of sort of felt like, it's cool. And
Yeah,
so having your Friday movie moment and losing your job made you really just delve further into your connection with art. What was the first medium that you ever used? And is that still the same medium that you use today?
ooh, my first medium. I would say like I was like really, really in love with color pencil. Yeah, color pencil and pencil. And shading like on paper. I have a lot of drawings.
Mhm.
Actually, senior year of high school, my teacher was like, "You're now the only class that you could take left is honors painting," but I was still drawing. So I
Mhm.
got into like the second marking period, and he was like, "You need to start painting. Like, you can't be in the class if you don't paint." So that's what made me pick up like a paintbrush. Well, I painted a painting one time and like I hated it. I hated my first painting too, for real. Because the pencil, you just have a lot more control with the pencil, and then with the paintbrush, it was just like a different ball game.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like it at the beginning, and then I waited like a month, and then I went back into it, and I was like, oh, that's dope. And then from there on, I kept painting forever.
So do you still go back and use colored pencils, or are you just like you found your rhythm with paint and you just fell in love and like I'm not going back?
Yeah, yeah. I stood with I when I made the transition, I like never went back.
Mhm.
I can't even tell you the last time I actually like drew something on a paper.
Wow.
It's all on canvas, everything.
So when you plan out your pieces, do you both have the same plan of attack when you're planning out, or do you both have two different processes when you're planning out what you're going to visually, um, what you're going to make?
I feel like it depends sometimes. We bounce ideas, like we talk, we brainstorm, and then we kind of like execute, and then we kind of tell each other like what's better, and like we just go from there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're basically like we're pretty synchronized when it comes to certain things. Like we'll talk about it briefly, like, oh, you're gonna do this or this, or sometimes we don't talk at all because we know like what our strong points are. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Awesome. So when you are both using your twin powers to synchronize what you're going to make, because that's what it sounds like you're both talking to each other through telepathy, like you're looking at each other like, yep, you know, I know, and you know. So when you're doing that, do you lay down a foundation or do you just go right in with the brush? Like, I know exactly what it is that we want to make, and I'm gonna just go for
well,
it.
well, everything that we do is like we design it first. So I guess during that process,
Hmm.
we kind of like we're freestyling like ideas at that moment. But
Yeah.
when it comes down to like laying it down on a canvas, we kind of know what we're gonna do at that point because the ideas are already there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's not like a freestyle, but we know what we're gonna be doing when it comes to the painting.
Right. So would you rather plan, or are there times where freestyling is like what you're feeling in that moment? Like which do
I
you
feel like
do the most?
it's really both because our last collection with the art Basel was more like freestyle and like being more free spirited, like doing a lot of abstract work. And then now for the mummy collection, yeah, the mummy collection is more like planned. Is more like there's more scenery.
Hmm.
Like it's different. Yeah, it depends. We experiment, but we like to plan for the most part. Yeah,
Yeah.
like less freestyling.
So is there anything that influences whether you freestyle or plan? So like now you planned out the mummy collection because you're doing that for moCa. So is it more so if you have an event or someone that has commissioned you, do you do more planning out for that, um does it not matter like when you freestyle or
It
plan?
so it depends. Like sometimes I have like a random idea. Like the
Hmm.
mummy collection, I did it like as one design,
Hmm.
like just me playing around. And then I just kept creating like little by little. I created like with the mummy character, I created like different sceneries to
Hmm.
see like what kind of painting I like. But then I was like, yo, that could be a painting, and then that could be a painting. And then sometimes it just ends up being a collection. I
Right.
add and I take away, like I don't just drop the collection like, oh, just say it's done. I keep working on it, and I
We
keep
have
it
like
there.
we have like total like 20 like mummy designs.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
we only did 8 though.
Yeah.
Wow.
So only some of them make the cut. Like I'll design a lot, but then I'll
Hmm.
be like, this one feels like it'll make the cut. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes like I'll ponder on it, like, just wait and feel it out.
So how do you know which pieces make the cut and which ones just stay behind on the cutting room floor?
What we both talk about was the best ones we feel.
Yeah.
And
We
then
talk
we
about it
and
usually.
then we eliminate all of them, and then whichever eight are left, we just stay with those.
Wow. Okay. That's I love the way that you all connect with one another, and it's really cool, and I've said this to you before, to really just be a witness to that, and I can only imagine how much more cooler it is to visually see both of you connect on a painting in the process of painting, uh and how that connects to the name of the event, which is moCa Connect. So I like how all of this connects together.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, it's super, super dope. I love that. So in during the time that you are thinking about what you want to create and you've already visualized it and you know what you're going to um put down on canvas, who decides who's going to do what? Or because you've been together your entire life, it just comes to you and you already know, like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that.
But it
There's
depends the project. Like sometimes, because outlining
Mhm.
is like we both do outline. But sometimes it depends how we attack the project too. Like, yo, I'll do the outline, you fill in, or sometimes we'll switch. It all depends. Like it all depends. It all depends what type of project it is.
But usually we outline first and then we start filling in.
Yeah,
And
that's
then we
usually
just
yeah.
we just pick a color and then we fill in all the spaces with that same color and everybody, and then we just keep painting until it's finished, right?
Yeah.
So do you guys think that you have an advantage over other artists because there's two of you?
Yeah, I think it's an advantage. Two minds do work better than one. So
Yeah.
you know,
Also, we
and having the I guess like
the judgment, right?
yeah, the criticism of each other's work. Like, oh, I think this is dope.
We're
Or I
very
think
we're
this
very
is dope.
straightforward with each other, and we tell each other if design is whack, you know,
Yeah.
or it's gonna go.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that. So that is an advantage that you have over other artists and creatives. Just being a creative myself, I know how lonely and sometimes challenging it can be when you have an idea and there's no one to bounce that idea off of because you're like, they're not going to get what I'm trying to ask. They're not going to see the vision. So you're stuck talking to
Yeah,
yourself.
overthinking. Yeah, overthinking. Yeah, you can sometimes. I don't overthink. That's another thing. Like when I make decisions, like your question before.
Mhm.
I usually do it like by intuition. Like I just gotta feel right. That's how I feel like if it's gonna make the cut or not. If it feels good, then I'm like, man, this is the one right here. We're definitely keeping this one. I just look at the projects and I keep looking at it over and over, like, yo, something's missing, or like, I don't know, it don't feel right. And then, we pick from there.
So, in speaking of your process and how your process of elimination, your process of creating and connecting those ideas to one another and what you put on canvas, I know that the message that you all like to portray a lot with your brand is love. And that's something that you're carrying over to moCa's moCa capsule collection. So you designed a t-shirt for us and you also talked to us in some of our meetings about why your theme has always been love. So I know what love means to both of you, but I don't think our audience knows what love means to you. So let's talk about your theme of love and what the design for the moCa capsule t-shirt means.
Okay, so basically, when my brother and I were creating our character, we were deciding like what is the message that we want to give to the world. You know what I'm saying? What do we want to represent? And we just kept thinking about it, and it's like we wanted it to be true to us. It's a thing that we've been thinking about for a long time. Like, what do we want to? What's the message? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the answer to a lot of things is love. You know what I'm saying? So what I started doing is just doing all of these different concepts and like kind of creating a love story, and everything and all the pieces that you see from the character Mummy to Brainy, those are all like, how would I describe it? Like love phases. Like it's all representing the same one character, but it's all in different phases, and like all of what you feel when, what love makes you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's basically it.
I love that. No pun intended. I love that. So I think the connection to just human beings and what we love, whether it be our pets, our family, our siblings, our love for different hobbies, our love of art and music, different types of, visual art, music art, musicians and different things like that. I think that there's a lot more love that is in our spaces than we think. A lot of times, as humans, sometimes we might tend to focus and notice the negative aspects of life and not really notice how many things we have in our life that is encompassed by love. So I really
Yeah.
like that that that's your message, even if it's just one thing, even if your love is like, I love my brother so much, in spite of all the things that might be going on in
Yeah,
your world or in your environment right now, it's just focusing on the love that you both have as siblings, and then focus on the love and connect that to the love you both have for art, visual art, and painting. I think that's pretty powerful.
yes, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. And I also love that taking that and connecting with your audience through their love for your art and your love for art and love for each other. And I think that that exudes and permeates to the audience as well. So I'm really excited for Cleveland to get the opportunity to meet both of you in person and also have the opportunity to view your work in person. So without giving anything away, how would you describe the pieces that are gonna be on view this upcoming Connect?
I would say like it's more toned down than what we usually do. We decided to use like colors that are like more like browns and sands and stuff like that. And we usually like make the painting very, very colorful, but these are a little more calm than what we usually do.
Yeah,
So
basically.
was there a reason behind making these pieces the opposite of what your work normally looks like?
We just wanted to really go with the vibe of like the desert and really give it like the scene, yeah, of like Mummy and like stuff like that. So I feel like when you think about Mummy, you think about more toned down like colors. So I feel like that's why we went with those, with that kind of
Awesome.
scene.
So I know both of you, of course, your brothers, are from Jersey. And do you put any of your experience in your city or love for your city? Is there anything about your city and your environment, how you were raised? Is any of that reflected in your art?
Um, I would say, I mean, I get my inspiration for like from everything that I see. So like it could be another artist, it could be like a place that I went to. It could be anything, you know what I'm saying? So like not just my city, just like everything in general. If I see something that I like or like colors or anything. So basically, yeah, being here in my city, seeing anything, you know what I'm saying? Anything could inspire you.
Yeah.
So I would say, yeah, my city did mold us into like, the artists that we are. Especially my art teacher helped us a lot too.
Yes. And wait, did we say your art teacher's name, or did we just call your art teacher the art teacher?
Yeah, nah, his name is Mr. Cabero.
Mr. Guevara. Okay, well,
Yeah.
shout out to Mr. Guevara for
Yeah.
inspiring who the Vera Twins are today, which are
Yeah.
two amazing human beings. So you just came off of Art Basel, and you went straight from Art Basel and went into New York Fashion Week. So that must feel really amazing for you. And now you're coming to Cleveland, and you've never been to Cleveland before. So let's talk about that journey, Art Basel, New York Fashion Week, and then coming and being the featured artist for moCa Connect. Like, what does that feel like for you?
Well, that's crazy because like I even looking at you, like hearing you say that,
Yeah.
it's like that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? But we don't look at the timeline like that. It's crazy because we weren't gonna do Art Basel because we were just in LA for a whole month
Mhm.
and we were exhausted. We're like, yo, let's just take it take it slow. End of the year, and then one of my friends was like, you guys gotta do Art Basel, man. Like we got a nice little section for you. I got a lot of things waiting for you with us. We're like, damn, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
So after coming back from LA, we booked our flights to Miami, and then when we got back, after what we did, it was Art Basel, and then and then we got ready for Fashion Week. Oh yeah, Fashion
Mhm.
Week.
Mhm.
And that was cool. That was like our first Fashion Week. Actually being there and seeing all of that, all that world is super cool. So
Yeah.
it's pretty dope. It's been dope. Like I'm grateful for every day. I'm just living day by day.
And I going to moCa, it's pretty
And
dope.
yeah, and then going to Cleveland is pretty dope. I've never been there, so that's exciting.
We're excited to have you here. So I know that I can't remember which twin said that their favorite artist was this specific person that's from Cleveland. So
Kid,
I'm not going to give it
Kid
away.
Cudi.
I'll let you
It,
say. who
Yeah,
your favorite artist is.
Kid Cudi. I fuck with Kid Cudi. That's my favorite artist.
Yeah, so
That's his favorite artist.
who's your favorite artist? You made it a point that says his favorite artist.
I mean,
I'm here with you. Cudi is dope, but who's your favorite artist?
I can't just pick one. I got like a few. I got a
Okay.
few.
Okay, what's your
I like
top three?
Kanye. All right,
Okay.
like Kanye.
Hmm.
Uh, I say Post Malone. I like Post Malone.
yeah, Post Malone's up there.
Okay.
And damn.
I'll say Trippy Red. Trippy Red is up
Nah,
there.
Cardi. I'm doing Cardi.
Oh yeah, you like Cardi.
Okay, Cardi. Playboy Cardi?
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
like Playboy Cardi as much as he does. I'll go with Trippy Red.
Okay. Okay. That's a cool list. Listen, we're keeping your brother here because he's clearly Cleveland. I mean, Trippy's from Canton, but he's from Ohio. We're keeping your
I rock
brother.
with Trippy too. Trippy's dope.
No, it's too late now. You had your chance. You had your chance. We're sending you back to Jersey. Keep your
That's
brother
crazy.
here. We got so much food for you, okay? We got so many restaurants. You
I
can.
can't wait. I'm excited for that. I want to try new food.
For sure.
I'm so excited for you all to experience Cleveland and all of the fun things that we have planned. And I'm really excited for our audience to get to know both of you, to experience your art, to get a chance to hear you talk about your journey during moCa Connect. So with again, I'm trying my best to not give things away because there's certain things that I want to ask you, and I'm just like, nope, we're gonna save that for the 16th. So so just to let everyone know, they're very nervous about this talk, but we're going to make it as easy for them as we possibly can and make it comfortable. We're going to be so welcoming. So other than being really nervous about being on stage,
Yeah.
what can our moCa Connect goers expect during your talk while you're in Cleveland at moCa?
The collection, obviously, you want to see the collection.
Yes, yes. You want to see? You guys want to reveal?
Unreleased collection for
Yeah.
sure, 100%.
And we're also collabing with a big gallery too.
Yes, absolutely. And during your talk, I don't know if you all know this, but during your talk, we're going to that's when we're going to announce who won the painting.
Oh yeah, the raffle,
Yeah,
right?
the raffle. So I'm really excited about this raffle, and Zakia and I are trying to see if we qualify to enter
I'm pretty sure y'all do.
For sure.
into this raffle because I'm like, I want this painting. So both of us are just like mentally fighting over this piece. So the piece is worth $3,500. We were blown away that you donated a piece with that price tag. So tell us a little bit about the piece that's going to be raffled off during the moCa Connect talk.
Well, that's one of the pieces that we were actually designing for Art Basel,
Mhm.
but we just decided to hold one for us. We didn't know if we were gonna release it. That painting, I don't even think it was gonna be like an official release. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna hold on to it, and then just wait on it, sit on it, and then we're like, you know, we wanted to give it away.
So this is like a limited edition Vera Twins piece of art.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God. I better win. I better. Either way, listen, all of you that are watching this interview, make sure you purchase a bundle pack because if you purchase a ticket to moCa Connect along with one of the Vera Twins limited edition tees, you also get entered into the raffle to possibly win this amazing piece of art. So, and as I said, I can't wait to connect with both of you in person on the 16th of March at moCa Connect. And I know that there's something that you kind of sort of hinted at on Instagram about something that you are going to be releasing pretty soon this year.
Well, my brother and I were gonna be releasing our figurine. It's in the works right now. So we kind of got already a prototype. We kind of know how it's gonna look. We don't have an official release date, but it's coming soon.
We're just making like adjustments to it, making it better, like getting the colors like sharper.
Making sure it's right. So it's taking us a little bit longer,
Yeah.
but it's coming for sure.
That's so amazing. That is so awesome. Just hearing your story and you talk about how you fell in love with art at a young age in school and then having your art teacher, but really just helping you to develop
Yeah.
connection and love for art and introduce you to a new medium and that open up a whole new world for you and in the art space. And your brother getting both of you fired on your
Yeah,
off day.
what's a blessing in disguise, honestly.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it just seems like art has connected you to so many different amazing things in both of your lives, and it is only going to get better and get bigger and go further. How are you preparing for this? How does, I know we talked about the journey, but are you even prepared? Or are you just like, you know what, bro, let's just ride this ride out?
Yeah, we do everything. Like I said before, my brother and I, we just do everything by intuition. We go with the
Yeah.
wind. So like we're creating constantly, but sometimes we might be doing something and we don't know what it's gonna be for, but we know it's gonna fit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So we're always working on collections. We're always designing. We're always like finding new ways to tell this story. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like how I explain it to everybody is like our paintings is like a piece to a huge puzzle that doesn't have all the pieces yet.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's how I look at it. Like I don't, and I feel like this is like kind of like a never ending kind of love story, you know, because I don't know if my passion would ever end. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'll be painting forever. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
bringing you in. I'm calling you out on the spot.
Oh man, calling
I was
him out now.
asking for you, connecting all of these dots and from your brother's first love and then you coming on board with this love for painting and your journey. And what does that feel like right now? And is this something that you think that you'll continue to love in the future?
I think I love painting forever. It's like I can't picture myself doing anything else but painting for real. And I just feel like what keeps us like going is like when we do like accomplish things, we just like be like, all right, like what's next? And like we don't get like big headed about it. We just be like, you know, it was dope. Now let's like, what's the next move? You
Thing
know?
is, nothing is like I would say like really planned with us. It's like really, like I said before, like we just really go with the wind and whatever's happening at that moment, we just do that, and
Yeah.
everything else just comes together.
Well, you can definitely feel the love between the two of you. You can also feel your love for painting and your love for connecting with your audience. And as I said before, I'm really appreciative of both of you
Thank
for
you guys
um
for having
uh,
that.
for
Sure.
sitting down with me. Number one, I appreciate you for taking time out of your evening to do this, and I'm also very appreciative of both of you for being our next moCa Connect featured artist and sharing your art with us. Also sharing the piece that is going to be a part of our raffle, you designing a t-shirt for our moCa capsule. There's so much that you have given to us and connected you and allow us to connect you with our audience. So on behalf of the Museum of Contemporary Art Cleveland, I would like to say thank you. And I'm really excited for March
Thank you
16th.
guys.
Even
Thank you
more.
guys for having
Thank you
us.
guys as well. For
You're
sure.
more
We're
than
excited. We're
welcome.
excited. We're excited. We're super excited.
Yeah,
Sure.
such a laid back excitement. I love that.
Yeah.
So before we go, please let everyone know how they can stay connected with you if they already aren't connected with you. Let them know how they can connect with you now and in the future.
Well, it could. We always usually update stuff on our Instagram, which is Vera Twins Art. That's Vera Twins Art, and basically that's the handle we use the most. I don't think that we really that's we want to keep updated. That's where we post everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I look forward to meeting you in person on March 16th at moCa Connect. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.